All right, you let me know. All right, everybody out there, I'm not sure why the live chat would be disabled. I can see you guys commenting right now. This is Summerfield Habner. This is the 2020 CSI Expo. This is the BCA Silver Division 8-ball finals. Thank y'all for tuning in. I am representing Bad Boys TV. This is Bad Boys TV. We're stoked to have you guys. This match is getting ready to start. We had a forfeit for third place, so it sounds like we're just playing the finals here. That's helping it go a little faster for us. We have Colby joining me in the booth here. She's getting her shoes on. She's getting her commentator shoes on, and she's going to be joining us real soon. So thanks for tuning in. Love to have you guys here. Like I said, Silver Division Finals. This is a race to 5. Will Nowicki versus Thomas Morgans.
Wait, did I do something bad?
You're okay. Just go ahead and put your headphones on, and then we'll turn it on. Are y'all adjusted? All right, there you go.
Hello? Oh, I can hear myself.
There you are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the booth, Colby Hatfield.
Na-na-na. I appear to have a splinter in my foot.
Uh-oh.
It hurts.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to tell him later. If it hurts.
Yeah, no sweat. No hurry.
And I made this new paper airplane design where it's like, it's really cool. It's like a skinny, flat one.
Is this a part of your mail delivery service?
I think it's kind of a professional, like a superstar right now.
Gotcha.
And somebody cut the tape too deep in.
Who?
So now each time I have to dig into it.
What kind of idiot would do something like that?
He's standing right next to me.
Oh, it's a good thing I'm sitting down.
Sitting next to me.
Are you calling me an idiot?
No, you called yourself an idiot.
That's fair. I did kind of call me.
Touche.
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 Just one. There's only one Thomas Morgan. He is singular.
Singular.
Do you know what it means when there's an S at the end of somebody's name?
Plural?
Plural. Very good.
I learned this in kindergarten.
Kindergarten? How do you spell kindergarten?
K-I-N-G-R-T-T. No. K-I-N-G.
Let's type it out here. Okay, so it's K-I-N-G.
T. There's a T in it. E-R.
E-R.
Garden. Just think of garden.
Garden. How do you spell garden?
G-A-N-E-N.
G-A-N-E-N. Kingterganen. Kingterganen. I like it. That was pretty good.
My mom makes fun of how I spell my words, and I don't really like it.
I was kind of just making fun of the way you spelled your words, too, but I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just joshing around.
Mom doesn't be mean either.
I think that's one of the hardest things about learning to read and write is that spelling is always so different, and you say things and you don't necessarily pronounce it in the
dictionary.
Like you're saying kindergarten, and it's kindergarten, so it's a D instead of a T.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try out the delivery thing. It might have to have a special pocket.
Totally. You should probably do that. Give it a whirl.
I already gave it a whirl. It's actually a curvy plane.
Is it a pretty high functioning curvy plane?
So it swerved and it landed perfectly up on the high table. And so it was really hard.
What? Thank you. You're the man.
Love you. Summerfield just got a
burger.
Who
got French fries? Who got a burger? Colby got some French fries. I'll let you have some, but don't reach in here, okay? The only thing we can't do is we can't eat while we're commentating.
So.
Because it sounds like this.
Ew.
It's gross.
Sorry about that. So Summerfield was really nice and shared some fries with me. So, people, I think I'm on the line for how good my paper airplane delivery mail goes. Dun dun dun! Is anybody out there typing? Anybody, please subscribe. And if you can't, subscribe with your heart. Live chat? Why? Okay, so I am on the line, people. Summerfield's taking care of this. You typed in yo? Guys, I made the perfect nozzle. Do you see this? It's exactly on here, almost, but it's on exactly. Hello, Wambra. Hello, I missed you. I don't know what your face looks like, but I think you're a really, really nice person. Yes, I think you are. You're the best person. Okay. My paper airplanes are on the line here. Okay, this is weird because there's extra stuff up here. So I don't know how this will work. Okay, let's see if the swervy plane works. I'll be back, people.
Colby is stepping out of the booth for 1 minute. She's going to go try out that airplane. Thank you all for joining us. Thanks for being here on Bad Boys TV. We're about to get started here. This is who at the table? This is Thomas. Nope, I'm sorry. I'm totally lying to you. This is Will at the table here, getting ready to break. Think that's right. Hold on 1 sec. We're going to find out for sure.
And we're back on Live PD. Kevin Harley. My name is not spelled with an E. Okay. Is this on? People, is in the comments. Tell me if you can hear me. Please. Hello? 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 Okay, it's on. Hello? Okay, it's on. Thomas. What if I do this? Would that work?
We'll just mute you if you're going to.
Thank you, Wambra. You're a really nice person. So my plane did not plan out as I thought it would, so I'm just gonna cut it here. Yes.
While I'm finishing my burger, will you keep a play-by-play going for the pool?
Okay. Suspension. Okay. So I think Thomas Morgan just made a breakout, and it looked really pretty. He's gonna make a shot for it. Yeah, he did it. It was a really nice shot. I think it was. So he's shooting for the red one, I think. And that was a really nice shot. I actually think he couldn't do it. Yeah, I don't think he did. He could, but he did. I'm gonna go test out my plane. I'll be back.
All right, thank you, everybody. I'm getting my first little break of the day, so it'll be a little slow getting started. But meanwhile, Thomas is picking his rack apart. Got a little unfortunate making contact with that 6 ball. Kind of got jammed up there. Looks like it cuts all the way down in that corner pocket. All right, so uses the 1 ball as a backboard, able to nudge that 5, but unfortunately kind of nudged it into a tough spot. Do a couple things here. You can kind of lay up, just take the stop shot on the 1 and take the cut on the 5. You can try and back cut the 5 ball to get to the 1, but yeah, I think this is a smart way to go about it. Your 5 to 8 might be a little bit tough. Might want to draw back just a little bit. Trying to pop around that 11. It doesn't really look like he got there, but it's kind of hard to say. Here's hoping he did. This person at the table here is Thomas Morgan. He plays out of Mr. Q's Billiards in Atlanta, Georgia. He's got a couple doubles tournament wins in Athens and an ACS National 3-man 9-ball team win. That's pretty huge. He plays with Josie Custom Cues. He wants to give a big shout out to Keith Josie and Josie Custom Cues, his parents. I believe that's Terry and Eric. All right, well, he's looking good here. Let's see if he can get on this 8 ball. I think he's going to have to draw. Yeah, I don't know if he can see to cut that. He might be jumping. This looks like a full full cue jump. Also, I can't really tell with his backhand. Nope, he's got a jump cue. Wow, good try. Almost hopped over that baby, but almost got it in there. And that's going to bring Will Nowicki to the table. And it seems like Will would have a nice open table, but 5 ball's kind of blocking his easy starter ball. I think that the 12 might be your best starter ball if the 11 leaves you enough room to shoot it. Nine ball starts out pretty well too. Want to make sure you deal with that 13 and 14. Don't get too far behind on this rack. I kind of like starting with a 9 and then bumping out to 15. Taking the 13 next. All right. It's a good shot there. All right, probably a 15 ball. I'll be drawn up to take the 13 next. Might have overrolled that a little bit. There you go. That's another approach. Take that 12 now. A nice stop there is going to leave you a great shot on the 14 ball. Or pop out, take the 10 next. And please welcome to the booth, the one, the only, Rick, M&F and Jones. How you doing?
What's up, Boom Boom?
Chilling. Oh, man, that's a rough miss. He was queuing over that 14 ball, just barely missed that 10. That's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, because looks like he's straight on the 5.
Yeah, I mean, barring some kind of disaster, should be able to pocket this 5 ball, have a great line on the 8.
Yeah, he could shoot, stop, or just roll forward. Just make sure you clear the 13.
Yeah, I kind of like stopping this ball.
I do too. I don't like to take any risk.
Further I roll, the worse it gets. And yeah, take the risk of sitting behind the 13.
Yeah. Or, you try not to. Oh, I better not be behind 13. Next thing you know, you got a bank on the
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Gosh.
He pulled it back and he was hooked, I think.
Yeah, and he was bridging on the rail and kind of at an angle on that rail. That was just a funny place to cue from.
Yeah, put
so
a
those things happen.
masse on it.
Yeah. It's Will coming back to the table. Will at a 520. Definitely. I mean, he's got to be at the peak of the silver division right there. Do you remember what the cutoff was?
I think the cutoff for silver was 535.
So he's up
536.
There. Meanwhile, Thomas Morgan, I'm not sure if he just doesn't have many in the system or what, but a 450 making the finals here, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Well, Rick, tell me a tale. What's happening?
A tale of a tale. I was going to sing a song, too. I was going to sing that whole Tale of a Tale Disney, but I can't remember the words.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
I'll look it up for you. It's no problem.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Interesting stuff happening around here. Yeah. This is I hope.
Yeah.
A once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing.
God, I hope so, too.
So what I'm hearing right now is if you go out on the Las Vegas Strip, there's nothing.
What do you mean?
There's nothing out there. There's
no people
walking around. I've never been here when it was like that.
Are we going?
It's like a movie. It's crazy.
It seems kind of spooky. I don't know.
Well,
I think we should go down.
It's gonna be weird when we walk up tonight and there's nobody in the casino.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be really weird.
Yeah, and there's really gonna be like nobody here because all the games are shut down.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, the restaurants are takeout only.
Yeah. Nice shot there for
the
Will.
Governor has announced that I think at noon tomorrow, all non-essential businesses need to be shut down for 30 days. I don't know about all you people. I'm more afraid of the financial hit this country's going to take than the
Rick not shy about just diving into the political aspect of this. Sure.
Nice out.
Very nice out. All right.
Well, I'm just sick and tired of hearing people go, "Oh, it's the flu." I really just don't think they're going to shut all this down over the flu.
No.
I could get deeper, but there's no point. So 1-0, race to 5. This is it, baby. This is this finals. Had a couple good ones today. I heard. I didn't get to watch any of them.
Man, some great matches.
Yeah.
There's just been great pool all week long. I want to thank you personally, both you and your wife Bonnie. I mean, just letting me in on this. It's been a really awesome experience for how terrible this tournament went. I think you guys
it's
did
nice
an incredible
having you.
job.
Yeah, yeah. You're doing some great commentating,
Well, thank you.
entertaining the little one.
Yeah, it's been fun. She's awesome.
she's
a champ, man.
She's all energy tonight, though.
Oh yeah.
She's super amped.
Well, I can't imagine what it's like being a kiddo. You know, I mean, they definitely know when things are going on, and she hears all the stuff, and
the child has got to be feeling the vibe, huh?
for sure.
And it's been a really weird vibe all week.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, just a lot of uncertainty. All right, well, a bummer break there for Thomas. Ends up scratching the side. That brings Will back to the table, and he doesn't really like what he's looking at either.
I don't blame him. It's a little messy. 6-7's a little messy. 9 balls buried if you take those. Got a couple balls you could swing at, but that 14, what is that, 14, 15 is a little ugly.
Yep.
Well, hey, chat room. Can you hear us okay?
Here is hoping.
So don't fear. I mean, if we're shut down for 30 days, when I get home, I got a bunch of Derby City stuff I got to try to kick up.
Man, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it seems like you're busy one way or the other, you know?
Well, I can't stop. I mean, it's a financial hit for sure, but I got some other projects I'm going to start working on when I get home.
What do we have to look forward to?
When I got time off. Well, we got some Derby matches that are recorded that you and Mike and everybody recorded.
I'm excited about those.
And then I think well, what did we get? We got 9 up, so we got probably 35 to 40 more to go. And then there's about another 20 that we'll commentate live as we put them up. That'll be fun.
That's awesome. And who's going to be doing that commentary?
Probably me and Kenny, since we're going to be locked in the house.
Mm-hmm. Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Usually when I hear you guys doing commentary, it seems like you're in the middle of the event. So,
that'd be interesting to be able to. Well, we're going to do a bad boy style. We're going to have some rum and Coke. And yeah, that'd be kind of
I like that. Whereas this event, we commentate entirely sober. Sometimes that's not the case.
Right. Yeah. One of these days, we have to get you to Texas.
I'd love it. You know, I've actually never been to Texas.
So our Texas event, we set up in the back hallway. So we don't have to worry about being too loud. Half the time the players don't even know we're commentating. So we're like back in this hallway.
That's kind of cool.
And it's awesome because we're all set up. And then to the right, we have the coffee, the food, all that stuff all set up.
That's right, commentating from the break room. You guys were telling me about that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's fun.
Well, I felt a little silly that last match. We got told we were being too loud. The players had to call a ref on us, so we felt a little bad.
Yeah, we're a little jammed. I'm going to build a sound booth for this kind of tournament. Because, like I said, most of the other ones we can get away far. This is a new layout this year. So.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. So we'll get
this
there.
was vendors back here last year?
No, just the whole tournament desk just came all the way back last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the streaming was in a totally
I think this is a kind of nice way to do it. I mean, you have your own private little corner over here.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. All right, so all of Tracy's boys are watching, so they're rooting for Will.
Looking good. And again, this is Will Nowicki. He's from Livermore, California. He's got a big win in 8-ball league at the Pine Street Bar and Grill. He wants to give a shout out to his very supportive wife, Andrea, and 2 awesome kids, Nina and William, watching at home.
So sweet.
He says much love to all of them, all his family and friends who support his passion for pool. You know, you see a lot of that when people are asked who they want to thank. It's hard for loved ones to understand how much time and energy we dedicate to this game. And it's really, really wonderful when you have supportive partners that can deal with that. So
I was lucky to marry a woman that
also loves
didn't
pool.
mind going hanging out and watch me play. So that was a huge advantage.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's another big win for Will right there. And I think it's his break still.
I'm not
So.
sure if she still loves me though now.
That's been a long week. Give it time.
Now we run tournaments and stream tournaments, and now we have vending stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, oh my god! And this week has been pretty stressful.
Yeah.
The players have been awesome though.
They really have. I've been totally shocked.
I feel for the players because I get both sides, right? It's
yeah.
You know, and the way this particular event happened, it was a little crazy.
Speaking of players, that's another one of the shout outs that Will wants to give, and that's to all the teams that couldn't be here. I imagine they were supposed to be but couldn't make it. That's the Q Crushers, the Heavyweights, the Yama Gotta Get Some, and Shark 88.
Wow.
And he wants to give one special shout out to Rich Statham as he's battling cancer. So big shout out to you, Rich. Hope you're watching.
Wow. Let it go.
Yeah.
Will knows his people.
And Will's breaking this third rack. He's up 2-0. I think if we were looking at the Fargo odds, he would be pretty heavy in this one. Already a 70-point swing and being leading 2 in a race to 5. That's big.
Yeah. Yeah, Thomas has pretty much got to get this game where it's going to be a almost impossible hill to catch. It can be done, but it's brutal. Wow, what a break!
Huge. Leave some on the table, bud. 3, 6, 9, 10. 5 on the break.
This guy likes to save energy.
Yeah. And I mean, you'd like to be stripes with 3 on the table, but sometimes it's better to be solids in this position. Have all your soldiers out there. Got a little more room to roll around.
Yeah.
Do we know if they've canceled the U.S. Open also? John Graves wants to know.
I heard that they canceled everything. Everything's been canceled all the way to May 1st. Just about everything in the U.S. I think they actually announced the U.S. Open was canceled before they announced the Predator canceled here. I think that's what the chain reaction was started by. I think. I'm not going to swear to it.
That's so wild.
Yeah, so, tell all your friends about Bad Boys TV. We got a lot of videos you guys can go back and watch.
Now, all that content's free on the internet, huh?
Yeah, it's all free.
Wow.
Yep. And the more you guys go watch it, the happier my sponsors are, and we can continue to bring it to you for free.
That's awesome. Speaking of which, get out there, hit that like button. Make sure you share it with your friends when you see something you like. Man, ding that bell. That way we're going to notify you every time we go live, and you can catch more of this.
Got some great Derby City matches coming, hopefully, in the next week or so.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Nice shot.
Do you have any matches you're specifically excited about?
Well, God, there's so many of them.
Yeah, tough
One
to
of my
choose.
buddies recorded himself gambling with Efren for like 5 hours one night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he said, "Can I just record it?" I'm like, "Sure, go."
Play in one pocket?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
That's probably one of my. Well, Efren played Joel Peck. That one's getting mass amounts of hits, and then
31,000 views.
Yeah. I can't think of the kid's name right now. We said it wrong half of the tournament, but he played Efren, and Efren was one of his heroes, and he never got to play him. So that's one I want to watch. You ready to get back in here, Mighty Mike D? I'm going to step out and let the wizard do it.
Mr. Mike D, the Dizzler, coming back in the box. Welcome back, pal. What have you been doing?
Good to be here. Kicking it.
Pastrami time?
What's that?
Pastrami time?
No, I never did do that. No, I was wondering if you wanted a sandwich. I was doing all right.
Oh, you were just going to make me a sandwich.
I was going to give you the ingredients to make a sandwich.
Okay. Now we're talking.
How long have they been playing?
2-0.
Okay. 20 minutes?
A little, yeah, about that.
Okay, all right.
Sure.
I feel bad. Somebody should have sent me a message.
I should have sent you a message. I'm that guy. I'm the guy that should have said something.
Yeah, I got a phone.
It wasn't any big deal.
It doesn't seem like it's a big deal.
You were coming back down when you got here.
I seem the most upset.
You know, when somebody doesn't send me a message, though, I wish they would have.
Nice try.
So I'm the guy that wishes.
At the end of the day, you guys know that I wished you would have sent me a message, and even as you weren't doing it, you were like, it's no big deal. Mike will be here soon. I'm going to not worry about it. I'm going to take my key
in the future. I'm gonna
In the future,
I'm gonna try
heading
to
for
let
a
you know.
plane.
I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna do something, and I'm
Alright,
gonna
man.
let you know.
I got it. I got it.
I got too good at your plan early on. You know, I
No, right?
was doing too much
You've
nothing.
gone too far to the other side. It's the
That's what
pendulum.
I'm worried about with the
The
counting.
classic pendulum.
You know, and officer's going to be like license and registration. I'm going to be like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I mean, that's just, it's strange. I feel like oftentimes that might get you in trouble. Pool,
It won't go
great
for well.
strategy.
Yeah, right. Life, maybe not so much.
Got some hollering across the room over there. It sounded serious.
Well, sometimes you gotta holler.
Sometimes you get, are you a hollerer?
Yeah.
You'll let out a wail here and
I'll
there?
yell.
I've
I'm a
never
yeller.
even
I'm a
seen
yeller.
volume.
On
Like,
the positive, I'm not a puncher,
you're not a puncher.
but I
Unless
am
it
a
comes
raise
to
my
horses.
voice, maybe talk fast and
Huh.
cuss a little bit. Yeah, that's me.
I've never seen that. And it seems like in pool.
I did that just a few hours ago.
With who?
I had mentioned it to you. I had an opponent
Uh-huh.
that he missed a shot, and it looked like he tried to pick up the pool table. Just trust me, he was very upset.
Like Hulk style.
And I wasn't thrilled about that. And it was a big dramatic thing.
Uh-huh.
But then he came back to where we sit, and I went out to the table. I always wait for my opponent to get back
Out.
before I leave.
It's the
which isn't
polite way.
necessary
Everybody out
what
there
everybody
listening, that's
does,
the
but
polite way to do it.
yeah. When I get to the table, I hear a giant crack, and he has slammed his cue down on the floor.
Wow. Oh, you did tell me
really
about
out
that.
in love.
Absolutely.
Right. So I told him that we weren't going to do that. And I spoke to him like I would speak to a child.
Did you have him turn
not
it around?
cuss. I told him we were going to not do that. I didn't. No, I said we weren't going to do that.
Huh. And how do you take that?
He didn't. He just
Not
looked
well.
at me, and he didn't really nod, but he didn't disagree with me.
Did you continue the stare? Was it a long stare?
In my little thing that I said to him, I mentioned that there is a ref standing right behind him, and that she's seen how he's acting.
Yeah.
And then she stepped forward and put him on a
A
warning for
timeout.
poor sportsmanship and said, if you do it again, I'll assess a game to you.
Wow.
And she then later thanked me for addressing the issue forthright.
Is there ever a time when you're up maybe a couple games and you're like, maybe I'm going to take that game loss? Maybe just to prove a point. I'm gonna say, go ahead. Take that game.
Like yell at somebody, or what do you mean?
I don't know, like slam something.
It's like slap
Maybe
something
knock
down
a chair.
just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
I heard a story of
It kind of sounded like a gimme.
I heard a
if I'm
story-
up 4-0.
couple days ago. I heard a story. 9-ball
Uh-huh.
kid's pattern rack, and he gets busted for it. And when they assess him in the game, he says, I'm so far ahead. This guy can't catch up anyway.
Did they give him all right? That's another game. You want to go for 3?
I think that there was a threat that
Uh-huh.
like there's a rule about being a general jerk apparently, because that's how it was described to me, where it wasn't just poor sportsmanship. It's like now you're being a shitty person.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna assess a game for that.
Is that 2 games? It seems
Right.
like
It was
poor
headed for 2
sportsmanship
games,
versus shitty person.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Shouldn't that be?
Nice
that
touch
was a
shot.
Nice shot. That was a good shot.
Yes, indeed.
They are playing for
This is the championship, Silver Division
Silver
Finals right here.
Championships Finals. Wow.
Boom. There's the sheet. That's the stuff. Will
I like
Nowicki,
it.
Thomas
Race to
Morgan.
5.
This is the one. You know what first place gets in this match? $5,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What does second place get?
$3,400.
Wow, I would take either.
They're playing a race to 5 for $1,600.
Wow.
Have you ever played a big money match that big?
No. Oh no.
Wow.
I'm not a big money match guy.
No?
Nah.
I'll take that bet. Speaking of bet, you still haven't collected your winnings. Are you still just taunting me with your victory?
There's some joy that I get out of leaving that
Seeing
$2
that $2.
there. I'm going to be honest with you.
All right.
Okay? Just no, not me seeing it.
Other people.
You seeing it.
Oh, me.
Not even other people, Summer. No.
Oh,
you.
caught the point,
Hey,
man.
do
That
you know
was
whose
right.
$2 that used to be?
I'm not sure.
It's yours.
Oh, that is mine.
It
You're
used
right.
to be yours.
Because that's what you want to
You know
begin
whose
with.
it's not anymore?
It's not mine.
Yours. How's that feel?
You know who's... Well, we're going to turn this right around.
Would you like to bet $2 on something? Tell you what, Will is up 2 games. You can have Will and I'll take Thomas for $2.
For $2.
For $2.
Wow, that's a good sport. I
Well,
feel like
grew
it's a
up in
trap.
pool hall, and
Hey.
I'm not allowed to quit up.
Yeah, all right.
It's tattooed on my left shoulder blade.
The variety
Don't
of
quit.
tattoos that I've learned about you has been huge. There's something
Right,
monkey related. What was the
Yeah.
monkey one?
What are the Japanese the tattooed Japanese guys? The gang?
The I don't remember.
I'm like them. They're just like
It
the
might be
Wu-Tang
the
Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, the Yakuza.
The Yakuza.
I'm just like the Yakuza, but with corny, catchy phrases tattooed on
There
me.
you go. Thank you, Wambra.
Yakuza, thank you, Wambra.
Perfect. I knew Wambra now.
Oh, nice
Nice shot.
Nice shot.
Man, oh man.
Was that
Well,
Will?
Nowicki making me money.
He's costing me money. Thomas, come on, buddy.
It's a big bet.
I want to go talk to Thomas.
Yeah, you might want to. Now's the time.
I had a moment, but I think it's going to be okay. I'm wondering, is Uber still working here in Las
I was
Vegas?
wondering the
But,
same thing. Are we going to get to the
I
airport?
posted on Facebook. I use Facebook for many things, including, and yes, the consensus seems to be they will actually need your business right now. And yes,
Gotcha.
they are. It's one person to one person, and that they need your business.
1-to-1.
Now that's what Billy Bob and Jimmy Joe told me on
No,
Facebook.
yeah.
So I mean, this is not Channel 6 exclusive or anything. Okay.
Beep, 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 beep,
Right.
beep.
Exactly.
Breaking
right.
news. Mike D heard on Facebook.
Okay. We got Bob Robbins here who says he happens to have personal experience.
You know
with
what
a
I want
death-
to add to the nightly news as an
Tell me,
update?
yeah.
The Mike D. Here, you heard it here first. I want a daily. You heard it here first.
Like
from Mike D.
the Peter Griffin, what grinds my gears.
Grinds my gears. Absolutely. Railbird's great point. Always count on Facebook for critical information.
Right, exactly. Always. You should capitalize.
Sterling
always.
resource.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to get political, but it's getting to where maybe it's better than some of our other choices. If you've seen any of the news conferences lately, you know what really grinds my gears.
That's the truth. Man, anytime there's like a remotely delicate conversation that we start into, Rick Jones just blasts right down the hole. I mean, he's like the Kool-Aid man of like subtlety.
He really is. He is.
So funny.
Yeah.
He cracks me up.
I think he's a get it out in the open guy.
He is.
I suspect Rick is let's talk about it.
Not gonna be a lot of secrets with Rick.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so he's like, awkward, whatever.
We're gonna
Only
work
for a
through
minute.
this one
We're
way.
talking
Yeah.
about it, right? I think they should bank the 15. What's
so
happening?
you know what I do when I'm not counting?
What?
I sit there and I think about banking that ball. And I've actually been sitting here wondering if I'm going to get around that right corner pocket.
Right. No, I know what you mean.
And then, you know what I went to? I was like, I'm just going to hit it with a straight high ball. I mean, I've thought of 3 different ways to hit this shot, and I can't help it.
So here's my story, okay?
I'm going to commercial.
At my house, I have a pool table.
2 commercials.
This isn't me bragging, but and sometimes I'll have just a few balls laying out on it with a cue ball. Same thing will happen to me. I keep walking past the table, going,
Start wondering how
that's
you're gonna
definitely
get around.
bottom left. I mean, you definitely need bottom left to get on the 5. And at some point, I have to grab my cue and do what I've been thinking about.
Yeah.
Seriously, yeah.
How often are you right?
Well, pretty often. I mean, that doesn't mean that I can execute it.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
still the right call. Even if it goes wrong, it was still the right call.
Listen, it was my call. It was the right call.
Yeah, that's something I've learned. I feel like I've been wrong a lot of my life, and it's been a lack of Mike D.
Right. Well, I am available on Facebook Messenger.
Be somebody that I can ask. Right. Is there a third headset here we can throw on? No?
Just wasting time.
All right. Well, Bob Robbins joining us up in the booth. We got our little burger down. You get a burger? Burger situation.
Yeah, John, I agree. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to F with.
I've read that.
Yeah,
that's real. Hey,
you too. Man. Are you going down to Fremont Street?
I don't know. The Canadians all want to go down to Fremont Street so that when midnight.
Apparently, at midnight they're going to shut down all the lights, and we want to go to Fremont Street to see the zombies.
Because then all the freaks off.
I have heard before that the freaks come out at night.
Also true.
This could be that moment.
When there's no lights in Georgia.
Right, when the lights go out in Georgia, yeah. Wow.
When the lights go down in the city?
There you go.
Yeah, and the sun sets.
As long as we're talking.
I don't know that I want to be there.
I'm on the 14th floor. You look out the windows by the elevators. Everywhere there's giant windows, and it's this beautiful view. Everything's lit up. It's crazy. Tonight, not so much, my friend.
Really?
Yeah. We could
like
be in
all the
Nebraska.
No way.
No, not that's an exaggeration, but man, compared to what it's been like,
Cornfields, far as the eye
compared
can
to what
see.
it's been like, seriously, it's weird. It's noticeable.
Yeah.
Go
Huh.
on YouTube Live. They have live cameras of the street.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the strip, and there's nobody.
Yeah. It's gonna be, and totally, crime goes way up. That's what I was telling them. I was like, seriously, when you go down there, be careful. They're gonna be. They were talking about how, oh yeah, I mean Fremont is so well protected. Just a block over, I mean, just the worst things in the world. Like cops won't even go there. Yeah, you know it's
Really?
gonna happen at midnight.
What?
They're
Yeah,
gonna
they're all
become
gonna come
one.
on over.
Yeah,
Can we talk about Smashburger for a second?
we can.
Is Smashburger on Fremont Street?
No, I don't
Okay,
think
so
so.
we're good.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
all right.
All right. I'm feeling,
Smashburger's here.
okay. I'm feeling good about things.
Not
Can I
a
ask you
lot
another
of
question?
yes.
Why
Go.
is Smashburger open
It's till midnight. Thank you.
till midnight?
Till midnight to go orders only.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
You don't even know,
Are you setting an alarm?
Mike D.
Mike D, setting an alarm.
9:15. I got 2 hours and 45 minutes.
What are you going? Are you a bacon and avocado guy?
God, I had to wait. No, I had to wait so long last night because I included a milkshake in my order, and I was kind of upset with myself and not thrilled with them because it was taking a long time.
Really?
And then when I got the milkshake and drank it, I thought, I think I'll shut up.
Totally worth it.
It was pretty good.
Vanilla?
No chocolate.
Chocolate. Huh.
And it's a good milkshake. Nothing. I mean, it is a good milkshake, but we've been here quite a while, so it was just something different too.
Yeah.
And I think that was part of it. It's
Milkshake
like,
sounds pretty good right
yeah,
now.
food camp and tastes good, that kind of thing. And milkshake was good.
Yes, indeed. Well, look up, and who do we have at the table here? We got Thomas Morgan. Thomas, nice
he's my
looking
horse.
shot. He is.
Thomas is my horse. Come on, Thomas. If he loses, I'm gonna go try and get $2 from him because it sounds like he's making a hell of a lot of money
Splitsy?
out this match, and I think I will
All of
follow
a sudden?
him. I'm gonna follow him to turn in his sheet, to get his check, to wait, all that stuff.
Yep.
I'm gonna get my $2.
Hey, Thomas.
And I'm gonna let him know. All right.
I think win or lose. I think that's the move.
Oh, definitely, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, good shape, Thomas.
So, I
I
mean,
like it.
you're going to hate me for bringing this up, but
Uh-huh.
I think this is a common conversation in pool.
Okay.
We're in an amateur event, several
Uh-huh.
different skill levels.
Yeah.
$5,200. It's 52, not 5,000. I think it might be 5. It was 52 the other day.
Okay.
Anyway,
I think I'm. Yeah.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
What was first place for your bracket?
It might have
3,000.
been $3,000. Yeah.
3,000 to 2,400.
Yeah.
That's a lot less than 5,200.
It is.
It's also a lot less players in that bracket, 149 as opposed to 350.
Which is a huge difference.
Huge
Yes,
difference.
Yes, true.
The skill level in this bracket, though, is far less. And a lot of people would argue that it discourages higher level players from tournaments like this. He's making the diplomatic face. Mike
When
D just turned to Western BCA. Mike D.
Because I guess.
But he's
let's
also
start
both
out with
sides.
many years ago, it was the opposite, and the lower level players got the short end of the stick always.
Yes.
And the people in power who made the decisions of what the payouts were often high level pool players themselves, and they were the ones who really pushed the philosophy of, let's say, paying your dues, and that you should be compensating for me for all the time and hours I've spent getting good at pool.
Yep.
And that's not a philosophy that I subscribe to. I had trouble in high school. I spent 2 to 14 hours a day in the pool hall from the time I was 15 years old, and that was not necessarily a good choice. And nobody owes me anything for making that choice. And it has certainly helped me now as I'm getting 4th place in the Worlds. But nobody owes me anything, and I don't owe anybody anything for that. It was just the choices I made.
Right.
I didn't pay my dues, so later lower players would have to spend their lives giving me a higher percentage of stuff.
So I think that is a very diplomatic answer, but I think it's a very honest one too. And I think that is one of the arguments why the split makes sense in this way. I think that what people don't often bring up is there just isn't enough pool or money in pool in general.
That's yes.
And when there is larger sponsorship dollars, that's when you can compensate for those higher level brackets getting more money.
And you mentioned Western BCA. We've tried and we've had some luck with finding a sponsor specifically for elite singles, and then we've also added Calcutta for elite singles,
Yep.
and that adds a lot of money to that division because it's a smaller division, and we refuse to take money from our lower level players
Yeah.
and give them to our higher level players. It's just it's not right, and I won't be a part of it. I think it's important to really talk about those numbers we're talking about. 149 versus 350. That is over double.
Over double.
But the payout isn't over double. These guys aren't getting $6,000. They should be getting more than double what first place paid, which would be almost $7,000.
Let's stop with the shoulds because there was a different entry level money too. You paid more money to be involved in your event.
Okay, well then the math gets crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just saying it all. I think it all works out in the wash. And I also have a friend who says you shouldn't count other people's money. And this would be another one of those times where you could get really caught up in stuff that really comes down to you're just busy counting somebody else's money. And
for real, I think that's a great philosophy right there. Excellent. Well, I think those are all really good answers. John, I think you're thinking that we're saying you should get paid no matter what. What we're saying is, if you win, it seems like the upper level players would be making more money. But I really like your answer there, and I actually agree wholeheartedly. The other thing that I think helps support your argument is that if we want this game to continue to thrive, lower level players are the most important, and you need to be able to win coming up. You need to be able to have those wins that hook you for the rest of your life.
Right. This event example, not to criticize, but just as a thought, if you wanted more money in the platinum, how come Budweiser's not sponsoring this tournament?
Right.
Where's the Budweiser sponsorship? And Budweiser gives us an extra $3,000, which means nothing to Budweiser.
Nothing.
And they're the official beer of the event. Why not have an official beer of the event?
I think they were the official beer of the event.
Just an example
Yeah,
of
if you look around.
Hennessy, if you look around. Yeah, Hennessy, pepperoni pizza, Domino's, I don't know, something. Yeah. This is a big event. There's a lot of people here.
I think big pepperoni and throw in.
Get somebody to get $2,500 towards the platinum division. It'd make a hell of a difference. And then again, it's just finding ways that don't involve taking a bunch of money from the lower level players.
Yeah, Hank, glad you're enjoying the stream. Tune on in. We'll be talking about all sorts of stuff.
We will, Hank. We will.
Thank you. Yep. And the long shot here.
Oh, that was a sweet shot.
Totally. Definitely fortunate to get that bomb because, man, you slip by there. And
do you think the 2 goes?
I do. Yes, I do. I think I want to be on the 5 to get to the 2. I guess getting on from the 7, you can get there also.
7 might be tough. Might have to go down to the bottom round to come back up into the 9.
John, I think that's exactly what Mike D is saying. I think we agree. It is nice though when you get some sponsorship dollars to help support those upper level players.
Agree, John. Yeah, I agree.
Something we saw in the Northwest was upper level players saying, "Why am I going to go compete in this event?" And all of a sudden, people are bummed out. They're like, "Well, why aren't these players here?" That was one of the reasons. Chinook Winds has been incredibly good to us, though. We're really fortunate. Yes, every pool tournament I go to, I figured out more and more. We are so fortunate.
Yep. No, that's for real. That's unique too.
Yep.
And the location, a lot of factors, a lot of big factors into that.
So, I mean, so easy, so affordable. A lot of things. Looks like he's trying to play down to that 2-ball now. I would probably wait a shot to do that.
I just don't like the angles he has on it. Yeah, sometimes you just want to wait and see what happens on the next shot.
Yeah. Hits that great.
Okay, so I would say the math says the 2 goes.
I definitely agree. Looking good here, man. 3-0 in a race to 5.
No, Ed, the entry fees are not the same.
What's that?
Ed says he thought the entry fees were all the same. They're not. Platinum, I believe, was almost twice as much.
Twice as much?
I thought.
Yeah, I definitely know that. I know they were different. Yeah, John, that's a very real point. There are definitely venues who have a hard time supporting pool because pool players don't probably spend as much money as other players. I think that's a generalization, but it can also be a very true generalization.
I think green fees are a boat that a lot of tournaments miss.
I think so
I
too.
think tournament directors should be getting paid actual money, not $20 an hour, more like $25 for the night and a cheeseburger, but something. And
For
I think
sure.
green fees should be a thing.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. No, and listen, I don't care what anybody says. I know a lot of pool players that go to pool tournaments and drink coffee the whole damn time, and I know the rest of you guys do too.
Yep.
And that's shameful.
Yeah, looks like overrolled that 6 a little bit, so taking the think drawn into the 8 ball here.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was a nice shot. He ended up a little off angle on it. I don't think the 6 goes. That's too bad because if the 8 wasn't there, he could slide off of that
Yeah.
7 and get the 6 in the side. But
Yeah, that was unfortunate. So probably taking the 6 in the upper left hand corner.
Boss Mustang, I could not agree with you more. Although I would have to add that that's because it ends up kind of a job for them, and they're factoring in overhead. They do it so much that they start to really think about the food and drink as overhead at those places. But I agree with you.
Yep. Very nice shot.
Nice shot.
Man, Will Nowicki, he's going to be tough to catch playing like this. Even kind of got out of line and just recovered really, really well. Getting a round of
good for you,
applause
John.
there.
I agree.
Getting to the hill first.
I try and get a meal when I can.
I wonder if I'm wrong. I wonder. Nope, he's coming back to the table. Perfect. It's like, I wonder if I missed a game here.
I was going to go check because they haven't seen me yet. I'll just nonchalantly act like I'm an interesting party.
You do a good pass by. A very good. You're pretty nonchalant. Yeah.
I go for the nonchalant, nondescript.
You're like the opposite of Rick Jones. You're not a Kool-Aid guy, you know?
Oh, Rick Jones.
He is hilarious, man. I've had so much fun with him. He's a really fun guy to mess with, too. He's got a great sense of humor.
Yes,
Throughout all this, like when I'm in Rick Jones' position, I'm stressed out.
And grumpy,
I'm not.
right?
I'm
Right?
kind of grumpy pants. Yeah.
Yes, me too.
He's not grumpy. I mean, he behaves grumpy.
He takes it in stride.
But he is
I
hilarious.
have had a lot of people ask me, how's Rick taking all this stuff? Because this has been it's been a crazy tournament, whatever. I mean, it has been. And Rick is just, I mean, I'm not saying he's grinning or anything, but he just keeps going and says, it is what it is. And I haven't seen him grumpy with anybody or snapping at anybody.
No, not at all.
He just, one thing at a time, he takes it.
He did want to know why he was in trouble yesterday, and I thought that was really funny. He eventually was just like, I've been in trouble all day, and I have no idea why. Bonnie's like, let's break it down. And he's like, oh, great.
Oh, great. Oh, no. I can hear Bonnie saying the words, let's break it down.
Let's break it down.
He made a stripe or salt on the break.
Let's see. There's 3, 6. It looks like a stripe. You know why? Counting.
Counting is a big advantage in this world. I'll tell you what.
Your system works again?
Now I see 7 stripes.
What?
3, 4, 5.
Oh, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. I see 6 solids.
All right. I didn't say I was good at it. It's new. I'm not.
No, it's new. It's the
it's
new
new
strategy.
to me.
That's right.
Never in my life.
What do you like here? I don't like any of the balls.
Yeah, Hank, man. Krautmaster. I'm also like, no matter what I get, even if I get a water, I'm going to tip. This has been a nightmare because there's no reusing glasses, no nothing. So, I mean, every time you get something, it's in a plastic cup. Even if you take your cup up there, I try and use reusable cups. No way. Not happening.
I know for a fact because I've seen it. Both you and I have. I don't know how many cups of ice we've given them $1 for. I tipped the bartender $1. Yeah, here, have it. Interesting, Ed.
Yep. Gold player in the silver finals, huh? All right. Counting in Vegas. Get your name. Oh, that's pretty funny. You're right. Yeah. You're not supposed to count here. I don't know if they told
That's
you that,
right.
but
Oh, man. I have a friend that I brought here that I came here with, and all he could talk about was how much everything cost.
yeah,
Everything.
the price.
He would look at it and go, "The coffee's $5. The coffee is $5 in Oregon. Coffee is $1. Subway is $19. How can Subway be $19? I go to Subway at home. It's $7.99.
Who was it? Is it somebody we don't know?
Wi-Fi is $19 a
A
day.
day?
A day? How much do they pay for the Wi-Fi? You're like, oh my God, this is so much fun being here with you.
And just to never get sick of the question.
Just the whole trip he'll ask you stuff.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to express to my friends how concerned I am with the pricing of things. I'm going to let them know that I know
nice shot, buddy.
that's an unreasonable price. That is a really nice shot.
I'm starting to feel like this is the $2 I used to have.
Yeah.
All right.
I kind of feel like you were giving it back.
He doesn't need to break these solids out, but I think he's going to have to get shape on the 915.
Yeah.
I don't know
Going right into that 5.
goes in the side.
Ooh.
Oh, no, that's...
I can't
it's
really
15
tell.
I'm worried about.
Yeah. I kind of like just drawing off the 9 and taking the 15 in the side also. Looks like that's the way he's going to be sliding.
Yeah, if the 15 goes, and I think you're right. I think you're right. This could work, John Graves. That's what I tell myself when I'm running out at times like this. I'm like, this could work.
This could work.
This could totally work.
It's totally fine.
I've seen other people do stuff like this. I can do, if they can do it, I can do it.
He flew that ball willy-nilly. Why not me? It goes in for him.
Okay.
Okay. 15 all the way down.
No.
No?
No. 15
Just
on the
denied.
side.
You just
No,
denied me?
It's just you're wrong. 15 on the side. The 15 doesn't go all the way down. It goes on the side.
Side bet?
Oh, God, I don't have any ones.
Not anymore.
You
You don't have any ones anymore.
You were right, and I was
Because
wrong.
you're right.
What color ball do you think that was?
It's impossible to say. That's why we're not
Okay.
gambling on ball color.
Is he getting the 8 in the side right? No, look at the path for the 8 in the corner. He just can't hook himself.
Yep.
That guy's playing strong.
Yes, he is.
That was
Holy
very
cow.
nonchalant.
See Will Nowicki running away with this one. That's 5-0.
Wow.
Holy cow! So huge shout out to his friend Rich Statham, who's battling cancer. Big shout out to all his family, his wife Andrea, his 2 awesome kids Nina and William, and all his love to his family and friends. Congratulations, Will Nowicki, and a huge shout out to Thomas Morgan. Congratulations, well fought tournament. Man, that was just sometimes somebody's running away, you know.
It is what it is. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a tough train to catch.
Exactly.
Summerfield Habner,
Mike D.
Bad Boys TV.
Right? How fun is this?
It's been awesome.
Pool is cool.
Pool is cool.
Pass the word.
I think we're going to be back. I think we got one more.
I think we're going to
that
be
was
back.
silver.
Yeah.
I think we will.
I got an hour and 20 minutes before I can get a smash burger anyway.
Perfect. I
Fine.
love it. I'm going to
Later.
give him this last game. Bad Boys TV. OB Custom. Cool stuff. From